Chris Reed here, and I'm sitting down at the Circus City Days Fair, and this Saturday at 10 a.m. our church is going to have a float down here on Main Street down in Peru. So if you're in the area, come out and see us. But the thing I want to talk to you about today is the move of God. There is an unprecedented move of God that is happening in our world today. But let me just first and say, you can't, we've been told for years, stand by the truth. You got to stand by the truth. And I know what people mean when they say stand by the truth, but how can you stand by something that keeps moving? I mean, think about it. In Genesis chapter 1, verse 3, the Bible says, and the Spirit of God moved on the face of the waters. That's Genesis 1. Go to Revelations 22. The Bible says, Jesus said, surely I come quickly. So from Genesis 1 to Revelation 22, God is a moving force. The book of Romans, they that are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God. Jesus said in John that the Spirit of God will lead you and guide you into all truth. So what would happen if religious people fight a move of God? God's trying to be progressive. He's trying to move forward. And what would happen? What would possibly happen if when God's moving, we just insist on standing by and letting the parade pass us by? Well, this isn't the first time this has happened. Man-made vehicles can slow down the move of God. Just ask Uzziah when David tried to bring the Ark of the Covenant back up from Obed-Edom's house. The problem is he used a cart to move the Ark. And no cart was ever to be used. It was only by law it was supposed to be put up on the shoulders of the priest. But instead they had a better idea to how to promote the move of God, to do it their way, a man-made way. So they put it upon the cart, never been used before. Cart's all polished up, you know, nobody's ever used it. They've made it special for this move of God. But the problem is sometimes we can make the cart as important as the ark. The message never changes, but sometimes the method does. You know, it's amazing how that the cart that the ark was being carried on, God put a bump in the road. He put a bump in the road, and guess what people tried to do? There was always people, one particular named Uzzah, who tried to balance out when God was moving. And it's amazing how that when a move of God starts happening, there's always Uzzahs all around trying to balance out the pastor. They're trying to balance him out, make sure he's not going way to the right or to the left, that it's going to fall over. But really what we need to do, it's God's ark, it's God's method. Let's not put it on man-made carts, because man-made carts trying to carry the presence of God gets people killed. You know, David wanted to build God a nice temple like he had. But God said, I was satisfied, David, with just a tent and a curtain, because it was mobile. Yeah, it was mobile. And sometimes we can make God in our image. Let me say that again. I said sometimes we can make God in our image. God likes moving forward. You know, he had a way of just dropping a cloud and pick up and go and move forward. Or drop a pillar of fire and tell the children of Israel, pack up and follow this pillar of fire and move forward. Man likes to build permanent shrines and get stuck in the same place with the same thoughts, the same ways, when God is trying to take us beyond all of that. And sometimes we can box God in and what he's trying to do today, and he's going to drop a pillar of fire and a cloud and pack up and move, and we're going to be at where he used to be. We're going to be like the children of Israel 700 years after God used the brazen serpent. They were still offering incense to it when finally they destroyed it. And so sometimes a message goes past your thinking and imprints into your spirit. And that's why you don't forget it. So can I say to you today, get involved in this move of God that is happening. Don't try to put chains and limits and box God in and perimeters of your thinking, but choose to follow the leading of the Spirit, because it's they that are led by the Spirit of God. They are the sons of God, not those that just stand by and stand with God, because God's not standing anywhere. He's moving, and let's move with him. And if we're not friends on Facebook, click my name up there, send me a friend request, and take time to share this few-minute message on your wall, because we need to know that God is on the move and we don't need to be left behind. God bless you.